Yo, what's up? Back on FIFA, and I'm going to show you the best Barcelona tactics. And the positive about this is it's realistic tactics. This is the exact tactics, well, as much as you can get it into FIFA, tactics that they used against Real Madrid when they won 3-1. So it was successful in real life, and I thought I would try it on FIFA. I didn't expect it to work actually, because if you look at the screen it looks a bit crazy. Wait. They've switched around a wee bit, but it doesn't matter. I don't know what's happened there. I prepared this like 2 seconds ago. Okay, there we go. Yeah, people think I'm playing Jordi Alba up front there. No, this is what it's meant to look like, and it looks a bit crazy. It looks like something. Some tactics work in FIFA, some tactics just work in real life and they don't work in FIFA at all. I thought this was going to be one of them, but it's not, and it actually plays really well, even on Ultimate Team. And you can actually get this formation in Ultimate Team because it's a created one. However, I will show you the best variation that you can use for Ultimate Team, which I've tried and it's good. So, we're of course using the Barca team as examples here, but I've also named players who like an Ultimate Team that you can use instead of replacing, because you're not going to use Busquets. Well, actually, he's got a special card in Ultimate Team. He's actually pretty good, but most people aren't going to use Busquets. But anyway, so the formation is 3-2-4-1 basically. It's all about these 4 midfielders and passing. So that is the main objective of the formation, is passing. So we'll start off, well, firstly the back line. Nothing, no tactics or anything, but I would just say for the right centre back, you need someone like Koundé who can play right back, because when you defend, someone like whoever you've got out here, Jordi Alba, he's going to come back and act as a left back, and this is going to push these 2 guys as centre backs, and this person is going to be like a centre back slash right back. They're going to be pretty much out in the wing here, so you need someone pretty fast. It doesn't have to be insanely fast, because they're not going to get up forward, they're not going to get up the pitch or anything like that. They just need to be able to deal with some wingers like Koundé and Araujo. Maybe not Araujo in this game, since he's only got 79 pace. He does feel much faster than that in game, so maybe it would work. But just kind of faster people. You can play fullbacks here as well. Like in Ultimate Team, I play Centurion Coleman, because he's got really high defending. And he looks like a great centre back, but he's also got like 87 pace or something like that. It's an underrated card, you should use him. He's only like 20k, but he works perfect there because he is a fullback, but he's got really high defending. So I wouldn't use someone like Jordi Alba here, because he's just not good enough at defending. Even though he's fast, he's just not good enough defending. Anyway, these 2 guys, the CDM, sorry, De Jong and Busquets in here. So you want them both to be pretty defensive. A box to box isn't bad to have here, but only have 1, don't have 2 box to box. You need at least 1, what's it called, CDM. You need at least 1 stay back CDM. So in this case, if you're playing career mode, it's Busquets or Kessie. Kessie is great in game, especially in Ultimate Team. If you've got his ones to watch, he's brilliant. But the only bad thing is high work rates. So you could try him there. I don't use him there, but you could try him, see how that goes. But maybe the work rates, you at least want 1 medium high, low high, something like that. Again, the next one can be a box to box. That's fine. These 2 guys, now they're kind of different. You see them, Pedri and Gavi, right? In real life, this is how they played. Pedri was like a chance creator, kind of a cam, and Gavi was more like a cam, but a cam that would go into the box. So you basically just want, again, CMs, cams. You don't want them to be defensive. Like, you wouldn't play Frenkie de Jong as one of these. Like, you wouldn't play box to box midfielders as these. You want cams. Now the interesting thing is that you can actually get away with playing a winger as one of these. I would stay away from this position, Pedri's position. I would keep that as a cam, like a good playmaker. He's got good passing, good dribbling. The new Mkhitaryan SBC that was out, That's who I use. He's great there. But this position, you can get away with using someone like, for example, Messi. Let's just say Messi is not a centre mid, but he's here. He's got the passing, he's got the dribbling, he's got good enough pace. You don't need someone who's really, really fast, because again, you're going to be more focused on the build-up play and the passing. But the shooting is the added bonus that you want here. You want someone who can shoot, because they're going to get into the box and they're going to destroy. So that's why I'm saying you can get away with a winger. I would not get away with Dembele, because this is important. So you need to really look at each player. Dembele, he's a great winger, right? He's got pace, he's got dribbling, but he's not got the passing, and maybe you can argue he's not got the shooting either. You need someone like the Di Maria SBC, you know, the famous World Cup one, because he's got great passing, great shooting, great dribbling. He's also fast. Again, pace isn't the decider in this position. You just want someone who's good on the ball all around. You know, the Bernardo Silvas, the Messis, stuff like that. This position is one of the most important positions in the team. You want someone good here, but you want a defender or a left mid. So basically a left back or a left mid. Alba's okay here if you're playing career mode. He's not the fastest, which is, it brings it down a wee bit, but you basically just want someone who can get up and down the pitch all game, who can help you out, who's got good crossing. You know, they're not going to be making runs in the box or anything like that, but you need them decent at defending, decent at attacking, great stamina, basically is all you need. And on the other side, Dembele, this is the opposite. This side, attacker, attacker, you want an attacker. Don't use someone with good defensive stats, don't use a right mid or a right back here. You need an attacker, someone who's going to get forward, someone who's pacey and who's good crossing. That's what you want. And finally, last position, Lewandowski, striker. Speaks for itself basically. Most strikers work here. You don't really want a small, tiny, weak striker. Yeah, you want a striker with good passing, but the passing doesn't need to be insane. It can be like Lewandowski at 79 passing. It's not the best, but it works. You know, try and aim for higher passing. But what Lewandowski gives instead of the passing is the height and strength. So if you want to play it more crossing, you can do that. If you want to play someone like, I don't really know an example, like this, you just say Depay here. You can get away with playing Depay here because he's great linking up. So that's basically all the positions, and I'll go through the tactics now. Right, so the tactics, I'm just going to fix this. The tactics are a little bit different between Ultimate Team and Career Mode. It depends on what type of player you are. So basically, you want press half to possession loss, that just stays on there. That is good. I think it's better than pressure on heavy touch. And I like constant pressure, but your guys are just going to die if you leave that on. So pressure on heavy touch, constant pressure if you're losing and you want the ball back. Depth, you want this real high 81 depth, and this is the one that changes. If you're on Ultimate Team, maybe if you're not used to this, it's too much. Just there's no harm in whacking it down to about 60, 61. You just play about with it. Go 61. I wouldn't go any lower than that, to about 81. You know, if you've got good centre backs, fast centre backs, and you're good at playing like this, 81 is perfect. Your opponent won't know what you're doing. Width, you want to keep it a wee bit wide, 55. I've not gone too wide because you do want your right centre back to push out to right back almost when you're defending, and you just want to cover the back area with your three centre backs. So I think that's good enough. Build up play, you're just going to leave it unbalanced completely. Chance creation is going to be possession, and when you put this on, just remember it's not going to work if you just whack the ball up or if you through ball. You can do it if you're on the counter attack sometimes, but don't just play like that. You actually need to play possession because your players are going to play that way. So they're going to come short, you're going to have to pass the ball about, and it really does actually work. So you can't just slap that on and then try and whip up a through ball to Dembele. Players in the box, just leave it like that because, as I said, your Gavi or your centre mid is going to be getting in the box there. Corners, it's preference. I just leave it on 2. Once you've got Lewandowski in, that's all you need to aim for. You just need to get a big striker, whatever. You can also play corner short, it's really up to you. So that's basically tactics. Now we'll get on to player instructions. Right, the last but most important section, player instructions. Basically just keep it, stay back, stay back, stay back. Keep it just normal, centre backs, they don't need to do anything. With 2 CDMs, you actually want them both to stay back, even if one of them's a box to box. It is quite useful having one of them a box to box. But if you find out you're struggling in defence too much, maybe your De Jong or whoever you've got there is getting too far forward, maybe you need to just hunker down the defence with 2 proper CDMs that are going to stay back. But you want them to stay back anyway and cut passing lanes. Well, an option is to put him, this guy, oh, you want him on cover centre, sorry, both of them on cover centre. But this one out here, I was contemplating cover wing, and I tried it, but I just feel like it is better because on this side you've got Alba coming back, so you don't need to defend the wing. But on this one, Dembele, he's not really going to come back at all. So maybe it does leave the wing a wee bit open because your centre back sometimes tucks a little bit too close. But as long as, like, if that happens, increase the width of the depth. No, sorry, increase the width of the defence, not the depth. And don't put him on cover wing. Defensively, it can help on the wing, but anytime you're in possession, anytime you're attacking, this guy is gone. He sits at right back, he's gone. So he's not in the game, and especially if you're playing a player like Busquets, you're not wanting him to stay out in the wing. It's not worth it. So stay cover centre for both of them. Now these two are different. So let's start off with Pedri, the playmaker, basically the cam. You would just want him to stay on edge of the box and free roam. He's just meant to be circulating around here, playing passes in, playing through balls to Dembele, playing it to Gavi, playing in Lewandowski, basically that kind of stuff. Maybe he can hit a shot as well, it's on the edge of the box, maybe a nice little finish shot or something. Gavi, or whoever you're playing here, this is why this position, wingers can work, like I explained. You're getting into the box and that's it. So he's going to come back, he's going to help get the ball moving and stuff, but when you're right up into the opponent's third, maybe it's too obvious and they're marking Lewandowski, that's when Gavi makes the run, it splits the defence open. So many chances will be made here. And that makes up for when Alba is back defending. So you've got Alba as like when he comes forward, he's going to overlap and he's going to act as a winger, and that's when Gavi can come into the box and help Lewandowski. But he also does provide width when Alba's not there, so it's such a, what's the word, fluent tactic that just confuses opponents. They don't know what you're going to do. You have so many options. And then right wing here, this is changeable. If you're having someone like, if you're playing career mode basically, and you've got Dembele and you've got Lewandowski, you want, oh, I've not set any text here, sorry. Basically just get in behind, stay wide. Get in behind, stay wide. That's going to just keep him out in the wing, it's going to keep him making runs in behind, and this is going to allow him to get crosses off into Lewandowski. Now if you don't like crosses, you don't like playing crosses, or maybe you're stuck with a small striker who's good at passing, something like that, you can then put him cut inside, get in behind. So when you're progressing the ball and eventually you're in their opponent's half and you're attacking, Dembele actually kind of slides in a bit and tends to get more on the edge of the box and in the box, and that can help a lot if you don't want to cross. That's the better option. But if you've got a big target man kind of striker and you've got a good fast winger who's good at crossing, then the best way to do it is stay wide, get in behind. If you are playing career mode again, Rafinha is also perfect for this. Dembele, it's up to you. Basically just preference there. And last but not least, just stay central basically on the striker. You don't need anything else on that. Don't put him target man, don't put him getting behind, just stay central. And that's basically the tactics. You just need to, again, you need to be a bit patient. but it's not slow, it's not passing around the back. You're going to get lots of chances. The best tip is to, when you're playing it out, you get it to your centre back. Just try and get it to one of your CDMs. Once your CDMs have got it, that's when everything opens up. If they're pressing you really hard, you've got 3 centre backs to choose from and a goalkeeper to pass it back to. Your Dembele will come down the wing, Alba will come down the wing to help you progress the ball, or you can play them through. Pedri and Gavi will be sitting here in the centre, or if you want to hit it up to Lewandowski to head it down to one of them. You have so many options. Just keep the ball. That's the important thing. Keep the ball, and it's really going to work well. Don't play boring. Play nice fluent football, and this is going to absolutely destroy opponents. It's great for career mode, great for Ultimate Team. And the last thing I'm going to show you is, firstly, I made this formation, right? Because again, this formation is not in the game. So what I did was I used this one, and you press X on your controller, or square, PlayStation. I don't know, whatever the equivalent of that is on PlayStation. And you do that on the CF, and that will allow you to change his position down, and you just position him where Gavi is, and then the other centre mid, just bring him up to Pedri. And it's basically all you need to do. However, you can't do that in Ultimate Team. So what you can do is you go down here and you play this formation, 3-4-2-1. You do this, and these centre forwards are basically just Pedri and Gavi, and De Jong's here. Everything's pretty much the same. The only difference is these are centre forwards instead of CMs, and these are CMs instead of CDMs. But to easily fix that, again, stay back while attacking. They're going to be on that anyway, so they're going to act as CDMs. You can put oh, okay, I see. Yeah, you can't put cut passing lanes because they're not CDMs, so that is the one thing you miss out on. But cover centre, stay back. They're going to act as CDMs. Maybe one again, box to box. It's up to you. And these guys, again, all you need to do is get in behind for Gavi instead of getting to the box, because you don't have that option. But getting behind is going to do the exact same thing for you, and you're going to keep Pedri unbalanced. And free roam is the thing that you're missing here, I think. Yeah. So just leave Pedri unbalanced then, basically. Again, these Alba and Dembele is going to be the same, and everything else is going to be the same. But that's how you do it in Ultimate Team as well. So that's basically it. Have fun with it, and go and destroy people with these fun tactics rather than just spam through balls. See ya.